Good morning, lovelies. So this morning I am getting ready to edit this video, and I realized that technically this is a two-part video, so I split it into two. But this is my third/fourth video in my DIY Christmas presents, and this is the second of my headband series. So this headband is a twisted kind of wrap headband. I ended up making it a little bit flatter because I sewed a whole bunch of glass pearls to it, and I really like how it turned out. Well, you'll see it at the end of the video, but I used scrap poly taffeta. It's a black watch poly taffeta that I got from Joann's that I didn't realize was 60 inches wide. I thought it was only like 45, and it turned out to be 60, so I have a whole bunch of scrap. It was nice though because I could lengthen the skirt just a little bit to make it fit my aesthetic a little bit better. But so it's a poly taffeta. I used faux glass pearls that I got a couple Christmases ago to do my Anne Boleyn project with. I didn't use any interfacing on this, and I used I think 1.5 inch headband, I think. But it turned out really nice. You'll see it. I really love how this one turned out, actually. I don't think I'll do it again simply because I love how the first one turned out, and I don't want to do it again if I don't have to. But yeah. So the the headband itself is really comfortable for me to wear. It is a headband that goes like this, as opposed to the other one, which sits more like this when I want to wear it. It just styling of the size and the shape and all of that. But yes, I love how it turned out. I hope you all like it. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I will probably do a little bit of a voiceover. Not sure how much, simply because I am literally just getting ready to start editing this video. But yes. So I hope you all have a good day, and I will see you later. Bye. Okay, so here I am measuring the width of sorry. I'm measuring the width of the headband. I am also measuring the length of the headband because this one, the first step is to wrap the headband in fabric. How I did this was I just cut a giant rectangle, the width times 2 plus 1 inch, and the length plus 1 inch. That way I have enough room to be able to have seam allowance, so I can tuck the tails. So it, comes out looking somewhat nice. But, so yeah, I just cut a giant rectangle, wrapped it around, and then on the inside, doing as small a whip stitch that I could, stitched it to itself so it just wraps the headband. The second step to this is after you've stitched it together, is getting a second rectangle that is double the width of your headband plus 1 inch for seam allowance. And then I did mine 21 inches so I would have some room to scrunch around the fabric so it would, scrunch. I then sewed up one edge. You'll see this, it'll be a tubular shape once it's turned inside out. And I twisted the center. Well, this is me wrapping the headband. I tried to show as many of these steps as I could. But once the headband's wrapped, you cut out the second shape, making sure it's got as much ease as you want. If you want it just like the not the twist in the middle. You don't have to use as much fabric, but I wanted it kind of scrunchy and twisty because I'm sewing on all these glass pearls that I have left over from a project a couple years ago. So once I've got the center set, I base stitched and pinned that first, and then I went through and pinned and stitched on the pearls. And I used two sizes. I think it was an 1/8 inch and a little bit bigger. But once I've done that, then I made two small caps. I think it was a 1" by 4" maybe a 1.5" by 1", something like that. And I used that to cap the ends so that all the raw edges wouldn't be fraying out and it would look nice. In the end, this probably, since I was doing a lot of hand stitching with it, took most of an afternoon, like 3 to 4 hours, but I think it turned out really nice, and it would be a really nice gift to give anyone who would like one of these. I would expect some teenage girls wouldn't like it, and I bet some older gentlemen would. But I really like how it turned out. You'll see it here in a moment, but it's kind of like a 1950s, 40s tiara type thing. But if you have questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. I'm more than willing to answer any of your questions because I know I'm probably not explaining this very well, but I did enjoy this process and I love how it turned out. So if you enjoyed this, feel free to subscribe. If you didn't enjoy this, feel free to say that. Your feedback is more than welcome. So, thank you and have a good day.